Hello, Bali Oracle. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
That's good. Let's wait for some viewers to come in. And let me see. Where is our live? This, everyone tuning in or watching the live later on, this is Bali Oracle. And you do live in Bali, but you are originally from Melbourne, Australia.
Yes, I go between the two places. Yep. Bali's kind of like the school, the apprenticeship, and then I go to Australia as well and sort of spread the word, awaken the masses.
Hang on, I just turned this up a bit. What did you say? Sorry.
Bali for me is the actual school, the schooling, the apprenticeship, and then I go back to Melbourne and teach and do readings and healings and get connected to people on that level. But I mean, a lot of the information, a lot of the remembering and so forth comes from being in Bali because it's such an alive and awakened island.
Yeah. Hello, we have a few viewers. Thank you for joining. We have Samadhi, where's your comment on this? She's our top fan. She's one of our psychics too, everyone on the website. And but hello to everyone else watching. I'm going to leave you with the show, Bali Oracle.
Hey, okay.
Okay, have a good one.
Thank you very much. I'm just trying to find the show online.
Are you at the Online Psychics Live Facebook page?
Yeah, I found it. Yeah.
Okay, fantastic.
Excellent. Okay, everyone. Hi, Samadhi. Hello, everyone else here. Yes, Bali Oracle live, talking to you from Bali, and it's 11 past 11. So you don't want any more confirmation than that. That's pretty much an amazing confirmation to know I'm here at the right time at 11 past 11 in Bali on a Friday. And can you hear me now, Samadhi? I've got these new Fandangle kind of headphones, so I'm hoping that really works out and ends up being as clear as possible. How's that? Anyway, so, okay. Can you hear me, Brittany? Hi, Brittany. Bali Oracle coming to you live from Bali. It's a very overcast day today, but it is a Friday and it's still 11 past 11. So all the numbers are very much in line and so forth. So if you would like to have a reading, you can either do it through here or you can go straight to the website. And we also do have a link now to YouTube, which is an amazing platform indeed for doing readings. The paintings, yes, I've got Sleeping Beauty and the frog prints, and they're quite special. I bought them for myself. I gifted myself for my 40th birthday. It was done by a young Balinese artist. Quite special indeed. So I'm here in my open house overlooking this amazing garden and very much in tune with what. Can I ask a question? Yes, you can ask a question, Brittany. I've just done a few lives, so I'm still trying to settle into the whole concept of it. But yeah, ask a question. I'm just waiting for that one. Hey, Natalie. Top fan. It's a lovely badge. Coming live to you from Bali. Well, it seems a few people know each other. So I take it you guys are from the other side of the planet. I'm on Friday morning here, so you must be on Thursday night. When you get a job this month. I'm picking up, yes. I'm picking up a job. It's a contract say, 5 to 6 month contract that I'm picking up that, yes, you are going to receive a job this month. Even though with all the things that are happening on the planet at the moment in regards to the economy and so forth, there are a lot of businesses that will suffer, but then there will be a lot of new businesses that will come into view. This is definitely forcing the collective to be a lot more innovative with what's going on. Okay, Thursday night. So it's 12 hours, about 11 hours, yeah. So that's good. We're just in the rainy season at the moment, so it's quite dark. It might seem a bit dark at the moment for me, but it's because the rain is a constant here at the moment. Toronto, Canada. Fantastic. So I'll give you a little sneak preview of what I actually look at while I'm sitting here doing the readings. It's an open garden. All the bedrooms are closed. There's one of my dragons. And we're quite well protected. Every bedroom has an air conditioning because it's so tropical here. But this is my lush, tropical, amazing garden. So yeah, I don't know if you guys know much about Bali, but it's a very alive, feminine island. Spiritual practices, ceremonies take place constantly throughout the day, and practically every week there's a massive ceremony as well that continues here. It's quite strong. Yeah, I'm very blessed, and this, having to see this every day just completely fills my heart and fills my cup. It connects me to spirit, it connects me to the universe, and I have a couple of altars here, so I practice rituals and ceremonies constantly to keep myself connected and to keep myself grounded with what's going on here. So it's an incense is constantly on, wafting the smells of frangipanis, lots of local music because there's temples everywhere here. So it's an amazing, highly vibrating kind of a place. And Bali, it's just a different reality altogether, really. It's a different reality. Thank you. Yes, it's an amazing, incredible view. So if, like I said before, if anyone would like to do a reading one-on-one, you can go to the website, or you can have one here if you'd like. So how's everyone coping with the whole virus scenario? Are we all breathing? Are we all connecting and remembering where we are? Because the whole thing about this is it's the fear factor. And fear is a false experience appearing real. So at this moment, right at this moment, it's really important that you really take a lot of self-care, time out to reconnect and ground yourself completely, because a lot of people are kind of being taken away with all the negativity, the fear, and the unknown. And yeah, we're definitely in that space at the moment, in the unknown. But it's also an opportunity to reconnect. It's an opportunity to look at your values, to set new values, to see and feel what's going on underneath all this hype. Samadhi, I watch this view all day, believe me. And at night time, I've got lights everywhere in the garden, so it just completely lifts up. Amazing. I've got a few statues in the garden. I've got a dragon. I've got a Ganesha that protects the house and basically clears any blockages in my spiritual path. So yes. So how is everybody else going? Well, what I might do actually is I can also, I'll point the camera around again. And the thing about here, I don't know if you can see, but there's a butterfly right there. And at the moment, I've got so many butterflies coming in here in this amazing garden. There's a massive black one. I don't know if you can see it, but for me, the butterfly symbolises that I'm in the right space at the right time. Yes, I've got a statue of Ganesh in the front door. It's a very Balinese thing because the Balinese follow the Balinese Hindu religion. So Ganesha, as being one of the Hindu deities, is for protection of the house, the land, and to clear any obstacles in the way of this spiritual path. Can you guys see the butterfly? I don't think you can. Maybe next time I'll get a portable laptop for people to sort of have a look. But constantly, I think too, because at the moment it's quite humid, there's a lot more butterflies. It's like a butterfly house, really. And I'm very conscious and very mindful of having flowers around so the butterflies can really connect. So here we go. Back. There we go. So yes, I'm just reading some of your comments up here. Can't spell. It doesn't matter, sweetie. It's fine. Minor details in the big scope of things. I mean, words can be overrated, basically. Sometimes I think, words you can't deliver a message sometimes. Words are not enough. You need to feel, energetically transfer the information. So yes, I'm just reading the comments. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. So if you'd like to have a reading, pop on down to the website and you can look us in. There's quite a few of us. And I feel at this moment, a lot of people are seeking clarity, confirmation to bring back balance in their life. Because this year, I mean, we're only in March, and really it feels like we're in September or October, because there's been so many things going on a global level, and it's really affecting everybody. Herbal healing. No, not that I'm aware of. I have an aunt who I think is quite gifted, but because she was heavily involved in the Catholic Church, she kind of questioned everything, and she saw it more as a negative thing, not as an actual positive thing. But thank you for asking. My grandmother, both deceased. I come from Mauritius. So Mauritius is an island east of Madagascar, near Africa. So there were no indigenous people there. And we're very much a mix of different races, with the basis being basically African. So there is definitely in my DNA lots of African, Portuguese, actual Balinese as well, because the Balinese were taking as slaves to Mauritius to work on the sugarcane. And Portuguese as well. So I'm a bit of a hodgepodge. I can blend in easily here because people don't know where I'm from. So I get mistaken for lots of different sort of nationalities. But I'm more of a kind of a person that doesn't. I prefer to call myself a child of the universe. Perhaps she did know herbal combinations. I definitely access a lot of ancient knowledge and information and so forth, and a lot of that comes from plant medicine. And it's great now that we're seeing a revival of plant medicine. A lot more people are very in tuned and are starting to remember what specific plants can do to the human body, how it can help it, how it can help for healing or preventative. In Bali, I take a concoction every day of turmeric and honey, and that boosts my immune system and it kind of keeps me balanced. There's a lot of other amazing teas from tropical plants that a lot of locals use here for women's health, productive health, and so forth. And I think it's great how a lot more people are moving towards a more of a herbal, natural alternative rather than constantly taking pharmaceuticals and so forth. It's whatever works for you. I know for me the turmeric tonic really works really well, brilliantly. And I've seen it. I've seen other people around me get sick, and I've got sick too, but I come back pretty quickly. So yes, thank you everyone for joining us in Bali on a Friday, just before lunchtime. It's very quiet. You might hear lots of birds and pigeons in the background. I've got butterflies flying around the garden, dragonflies today. Samadhi, you should get down here. I mean, there's a lot of the airlines are actually reducing prices at the moment. I've just noticed there's a lot of discounted airfares online right at this moment. And Bali's still, there's so many different places that suit so many different people. There's a lot of retreats that happen here, a lot of yoga, surfing, fine dining, clubbing. It's got something for everyone. Great for families because they love children, so children are very welcome and honoured here. They believe that children are the closest thing to God, and so children are very much honoured and heard and very present. Hygiene. So yes, have a look at some Bali specials. Anything's possible. I'm having to keep lifting this microphone thingy just to make sure you can actually hear me. And so it's nearly the weekend for everyone. See what turns up on the weekend. It's a full moon, I think, on Monday as well. Quite powerful. Again, constant energies of the earth happening at this moment on all different levels. Hi, Aaron. And the Schumann resonance is also quite high at the moment. I'm not sure if you know about the Schumann resonance. It's like electromagnetic field around the planet, and it gives off a particular megahertz, and I think it's 7.38 or something. It's kind of like the heartbeat of the earth. And in the last 12 months, it's gone up, but in the last month, it's really, really pushed and pushed and pushed, and it does affect our electromagnetic field. Every human has that, and that field around the planet is there as well. Yeah, full moons are quite fantastic here. I actually have a fire pit in my garden, and I do full moon ceremonies for friends that are here. And we do a big gathering. We write down, because full moon is very much about releasing what we want to let go of. So we sit down, we have a meal, we write down exactly what we want to release and move. We sit around a meditation. We have a fire going. We meditate. And we form a circle, we hold hands, and I do a guided meditation. And the meditation is very much about ourselves and also the planet, everyone on the planet. And then we burn what we've written. And it's a beautiful evening. It's a great way to connect. And it's a very simple ritual, and a lot of people do get a lot from it, because when you do form a circle, it definitely raises the energy. And it's a perfect place for this sort of thing to happen. And with the full moon too, all the Balinese have massive ceremonies as well. Yeah, that's the thing, winter. I know, winter. I mean, winter, when you think about winter, it's definitely hibernation. It's in between seasons. So the isolation is difficult, but I feel that when you are isolated, it's very much about going deeper into that. And now these days we have different ways of connecting, and yet people are still isolated. You can be alone, but not lonely. It's such a contrast from one to the other. I enjoy being alone. It's taken me so many years, so many decades to actually embrace being alone and having to be in my own space and rediscover who I am and what I like. So I constantly occupy myself by being creative, whether it's drawing, sewing, painting, beading. I know that fuels me, and that fills my cup, it fills my heart, and therefore it affects everything else in my life in a very, very positive way. So the isolation, even though it's very difficult, it's also an opportunity to reconnect a lot deeper to yourself. Yeah, the hermit mode, I do love it. I do. Actually, I think it's in 3 weeks, we have a very special religious day here. It's incredible. It's called Nyepi. It's a day of silence. So basically, on the night before this day, there's a massive parade in the street, a huge dance. There's like a big ceremony at every crossroad, and they make these massive, huge effigies. And the effigies are kind of like demon-looking, very gross, very colourful, very big. And what it symbolises, it's kind of like the Balinese New Year. They parade these demons down the street made out of papier-mâché, then they burn them at the end of the night. And then what happens from sunrise in the morning to sunrise the following morning, a full 24 hours, you cannot leave your house. No planes, no cars, no bikes, nothing on the island at all. Everyone has to stay indoors. Everyone prepares for it. At night time, you can't have a light. And what it's basically about, that they believe that the evil spirits go over the island and they pretend that no one lives on the island. And it's a day of silence. So it's a day of meditation, contemplation, reflecting. Even that the cable TV is turned off and some areas don't have internet. And it's incredible because what you realise is everything, when there's no noise in the background, it's extremely haunting and eerie. And it's a very special, incredible day, and it's one that I think it's definitely worth experiencing. I do love it, and I actually make it one day longer because I don't want to leave it. But I know that they're trying to do turn everything off an hour around the earth once a year. But Nyepi is powerful, and you can feel the energy. You can really feel the energy. And I normally meditate a few times during the day, sometimes outside and sometimes inside, and it's so strong, so strong. And it's a shame that some tourists actually leave just before because they're wanting to constantly fill in their space. They can't be silent. But when you're in that silence, it's a gift. You're actually gifting yourself. There's so much information can come through in that stillness, in that space that you give yourself. So that's happening in 2 or 3 weeks. Well, hey, if Samadhi, if you're open to live everywhere, there's something like 40,000 expats that live in Bali. A lot of digital nomads, a lot of people manufacture here and then export to their country. The lifestyle here is very different. It's a lot slower. It's a developing country, but it's magical because it's constantly changing, and you can't change the system. You actually have to change to fit into the system. So I'm very connected to the land, and it's powerful. It really is. Hi, Wimby. So, yes, Bali's a definite go. It's overdeveloped in the south, definitely, but there are so many other parts to Bali that are still very green, jungle, rice fields. The infrastructure is there, and they're constantly working on that. But it's a huge expat community. A lot of healers are here. A lot of local healers, a lot of healers from overseas. It's constant temple purifications. So I do one-on-one retreats here as well, and that's quite powerful as well. But so this is how I work, and I access my information through being here and being blessed being here. So I do the readings online. So you're most welcome to contact the website and make a time for me. And also we're going to be moving the platform to YouTube as well. So keep tabs on that. Again, I feel what's happening too with a lot of psychics, readers, and healers is that we are being caught up at this moment on this planet at this time because a lot of people are just needing clarity, needing confirmation, needing balance. The psychics and the mediums these days are what we call they're actually calling it the new life coach. And a lot of people are needing it. A lot of corporate businesses are needing that kind of support, knowledge, well-being, because really the well-being of your staff helps the actual productivity and efficiency of your staff. So it's great how, especially with this platform, technology has enabled this to happen. A lot of people have been caught up this year in regards to their gifts. When you look at this year, it's 2020. We're in a new decade, we're in a new year. It's two. Two is like two souls, two people, a lot of connections, a lot of relationships starting. And also 2020, when you think of 2020 vision is very much about bringing back balance, bringing back clarity. So this is why we're only in March and it feels like we've already done a whole year. All these things are changing. We're in transition. Everything's falling apart in order to get back to balance, to bring it back in. So yeah, I've been talking quite a bit. Would anyone else like to say anything? Someone's burning in the place next door. I'll give you a little look, a bit of smoke in here. That's one of the things about being here. One of the negative things I like to learn a lot of stuff, and they're trying to stop it. But yeah. I hope you're all well. Thursday evening, coming up to Friday. I'm in the middle one now. What's the date today? 6. Yeah, I think March is going to be another powerful month, definitely, for a lot of people. A lot of people. It's incredible. We've got to remember, guys, you chose to be here at this particular time on the planet. Don't underestimate that. Yeah, it's pretty amazing. I mean, I have friends that come here and they just sit here and they don't go anywhere because it just puts them into. I mean, I actively clear this space constantly. I speak to the spirits of the land. I speak to the ancestors of the landowners. I'm very connected in that way. So when people come here, they just feel it on all levels, physically, energetically, emotionally. So a lot of people have plans on going out, tourists, and seeing this and seeing that, but then they end up sitting here for days because they're so mesmerised. It actually puts you into a meditative state, just watching and feeling this space. So yes. Yep, I'm still here. Any questions? Silence. I'll just show you the garden again. There you go. Back to me. Back to me. So yes. Any questions? You guys are in winter, aren't you? I know you're in spring. I think you're in winter. Seasons. Okay, Aaron. Do you want to pop and make an appointment on the website? You're most welcome to. Look, it's a good year. 2020 is good for that sort of thing because it's definitely two sides. The right time of year for it. As in it's the right year. There is a link down the bottom on the actual website to go in and make a booking. If you want something a bit more in depth, and something like that, a subject like that is very much in depth. To have more of a one-on-one exchange of energy to work out, to confirm, to allow you to see a different angle that perhaps you're not seeing because you're too in it. Guidance in regards to what to do, what direction to move in, to help it, and so forth. Oh yes, there is a mini reading. If you click, definitely. Let's have a look on the actual the site. And you can do a mini reading and then move on to something a bit more depth if you feel that you need more confirmation and so forth. There it is. The PayPal quick link in the description on the actual mini reading. So you guys have got 2 days off coming up soon. I take it. One more day. The lighting's actually changed here. Right. So it can rain heavily and has been only at night. Very humid. But still warm. That's the thing about rain here. It's quite interesting. Okay. I can do one card, yes. Smarty, you've already had your one card. That was about work. Okay, so is Aaron still here? Where's she gone? All right, Simone, I shall do a one card for you. Another one. Last one. So, which question are you actually asking? Are you asking about settling in Canada? I'm just waiting for a response before I pull out a card. A bit of delay, considering where I am and you are. Is that your question about settling in Canada? Okay, can you hear me now? Just checking this new microphone. Okay, is that better? I'm just moving it right here before I start to tell you what I've pulled out. If my microphone's getting a bit better and a bit clearer. Okay, so I'm picking up that the connection is there between the two of you. It's definitely a union, a reunion, and so forth. The actual space of where you're going to be, it doesn't matter. It's more about the energy in connecting, because that union, that connection is there. It's more important to work solidly on that, because where the environment will be, it will still be testing, but the connection is what will get you through it, whether it's Canada or somewhere else. So it's more about being mindful of where your focus is. If it's Canada, if it's not Canada, that could be temporary to get to Canada and so forth. So that reunion, that union is more important. That's the actual the foundation, a strong foundation that's going to help to build wherever you build. The outside environment is important, but not as important as the actual connection, because that'll help you get through it, wherever you are, in good times and bad and so forth. It's more important that that's a solid foundation. Sometimes with that foundation, it's like a house. You can use a particular material that is not suitable or fall apart, and sometimes you'll use something that's really strong. But as long as the foundation's there, cool. Because it's excellent. You're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah, well, there's a lot of digital nomads here, and I think that's one of the good things about working from home. It's portable, much more so than it's ever been. And I'm picking up too that because of this virus, they're trying to get people to put some of the work that they're doing through home, which will make that whole digital nomad thing even stronger. And I think it's a good thing for people to spend less time in the office and spend some time working at home. So we haven't got much longer to go. Thank you very much, Samadhi. It was nice to meet you. I might see you here on the other side eventually. And thank you for sharing that. Spread the word. We're here. The website, the YouTube. Thank you. So yes, spread, share, to other people. Hi Yasmin, welcome. Speaking you directly live from Bali. Mosquito hovering on my laptop. How are you? Where are you coming in from? Hello. Just show you what my view is, so you can take that in too. There we go. Bit of greenery for you. Stillness. Where are you from, Yasmin? Yeah. All right then. So don't forget we've got the link is on the page. Go to the website and you can book a reading for yourself.
Hello. We've come to the end of your show.
Yes, you have.
Yes. And thank you everyone for watching. What's the time? They must have gone to bed.
I think so. It's about midnight over there.
Yeah. Yeah, if it was the weekend it would be different. But you never know till you try, right?
True.
Thank you for being on Bali Oracle. And
You're
it
welcome.
was a great show. And we will see you again next time. Soon.
Yes, absolutely.
Thanks everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.